Sir, and say warm welcome to all of you who are here and who are be watching me on my Facebook channel, that is Gulshan Education Wali on my Facebook profile, and also on my YouTube channel,
It sounds like you're describing.
that is Voice
Sure.
of Faisalabad. Again in my studio, Perplexity is here, and I am be here with Perplexity to make a wonderful discussion with Perplexity on the topics of my goals. As usual, goals are always be different in all the aspects of life. Either they are academic, either they are personal, either they are social. Everyone have his own goals. Everyone has his own desires, his own tasks that are be completed by himself. Hey Perplexity, how are you? I say warm welcome to you in my studio. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm here to help you with anything you need. What's on your mind today?
Nothing to be more in my mind. I just want to explain, I want to make a discussion with you on the today's goals.
That sounds great. Feel free to share your goals and we can break them down step by step.
Now in these days, in the previous sessions, I make a discussion with you on the goals that are specifically belong to Rihan school system. But now I want to discuss with you the goals that are belong to my traditional school, my because I am a public teacher, and I want to make a discussion with you on the exam system.
Got it. We can definitely discuss the exam system for your traditional school. What specific aspects are you looking to focus on?
I just want to make a discussion with you on the specific aspect of cramming. Can you describe cramming?
Of course. Cramming is when you try to learn a lot of information in a short period, usually right before an exam. It's often stressful, but focuses on quick memorization.
Is it fruitful for students or not?
It can be helpful in the short term for last minute review, but it's usually not the best long term strategy. It often leads to stress and forgetfulness later.
What a teacher should do for as a long term strategy.
A long term strategy could be consistent review, spaced repetition, and active engagement with the material over time. It helps students retain knowledge better.
If a teacher have a desire to make a active engagement, what kind of material will be helpful for a teacher?
Interactive activities, quizzes, real world examples, and group discussions can all be really helpful for active engagement. They keep students involved and motivated.
Can you elaborate interactive activities for me that they will be helpful for me to make it more fantastic in the classroom?
Sure. Interactive activities could include group projects, debates, hands on experiments, role playing scenarios, or even interactive quizzes. These methods keep students engaged and help them apply what they learn.
Group project, debates, hands-on experiments, role play scenario. Can you define a hand-on experiments and role play scenario for me, because I didn't have any knowledge about them.
Of course, hands on experiments involve students actively doing something, like a science experiment. Role play scenarios involve students acting out situations to understand different perspectives or practice skills.
Can you elaborate it?
Sure. For hands on experiments, students might build a simple circuit to understand electricity, or mix chemicals to see reactions. For role play scenarios, students might act out historical events or practice job interviews. This makes learning more interactive.
Is it
No
right?
problem. No problem. Hands on experiments let students physically engage with materials, like mixing substances to observe reactions. Role play scenarios involve acting out real life situations, helping students practice communication or problem solving skills.
Is it role hands-on experiment are specifically belong to science students?
Not necessarily. Hands on experiments can be used in science, but also in subjects like math, geography, or even art. Role plays can be used in language learning, history, and social studies too.
How I can use role play in Islamic studies?
You can use role play in Islamic studies by having students act out historical events, such as stories from the life of the Prophet Muhammad, or by simulating discussions on moral dilemmas. It helps students understand different perspectives.
Can you give me more examples about coding the example of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
Sure. For example, students could role play the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, where they act out the negotiation process, or they could reenact the migration to Medina to understand the challenges faced. This brings the lessons to life.
Give me more examples.
Of course, students could role play conversations between key figures from Islamic history, like the discussions between the Prophet Muhammad and his companions, or dramatizations of important moments like the first revelation.
How I can make a dramatization?
You can create a dramatization by breaking the event into key scenes, assigning roles to students, and guiding them to act out the dialogue or actions. Encourage them to use props or costumes to make it more engaging.
Is the RB good for me?
Yes, dramatizations can be very effective if you want to engage your students and help them understand concepts deeply. It's a great way to make learning memorable.
How I can judge the effects of this activity?
You can judge the effects by observing student engagement, checking their understanding through quizzes or discussions, and gathering feedback from the students themselves. That helps measure how well they've learned.
In what way I can get feedback from the students?
You can gather feedback through quick surveys, informal Q&A sessions, or even one-on-one conversations. This gives you direct insights into what they found helpful or challenging.
What kind of a survey will be helpful for it?
A short survey with a mix of multiple choice questions and open-ended responses works well. You could ask how they felt about the activity, what they learned, and what could be improved.
With survey, what was the second activity that you described for me?
The second activity was an informal Q&A session where you ask students to share their thoughts, what they enjoyed, and what they found challenging. It's a great way to get immediate feedback.
That informal question answer session is doing between the students, or is done between teacher and students?
It's usually done between the teacher and students. The teacher asks questions and students respond, giving the teacher valuable insights.
Can it make in a vice versa?
Absolutely. You can also have students ask the teacher questions or even have peer-to-peer discussions. This can encourage more engagement.
I think so. If we use it in vice versa, it will be more helpful and more effective, because when students are be in the position to make questions, to inquire questions from the teacher, then so a teacher also be very keen and very engaged, and students having a level of interest that will be boost.
Exactly. When students ask questions, it boosts their engagement and curiosity, and it encourages a more dynamic two-way interaction. This can lead to a deeper understanding for everyone.
How can we make
That's
our
sure. We can definitely adjust the approach based on your needs. Let me know if you'd like to explore specific ways to implement.
can you explain it more?
Of course, you could set a structure where students take turns asking questions, and then the teacher responds. This back and forth can build curiosity and engagement over time.
If a class having a strength of 63, then how a teacher can be make her classroom engageable and effective?
With a class of 63, the teacher can break students into smaller groups, use interactive activities, and rotate leadership roles. This encourages participation and keeps everyone engaged.
And if there are more students that are be below average, then what strategy will be helpful for a teacher?
For students below average, the teacher could use differentiated instruction, offer extra practice, provide step-by-step guidance, and give individual attention to help them keep up.
What kind of differentiated instructions are be helpful?
Differentiated instruction could include providing varied assignments, using visual aids, offering one-on-one support, and adjusting the pace based on each student's needs. This helps them engage at their own level.
What kind of visual aid is be helpful, and either a questionnaire, some kind of questionnaire are also be helpful for me.
Visual aids like charts, diagrams, and videos can help. Also, using clear guiding questions can keep students focused and engaged. That way, they can reflect and respond more effectively.
And I say one another question to you. Give me answer of that.
Sure, go ahead and ask your question, and I'll do my best to give you a helpful answer.
I make a question with you. You didn't know what I say to you.
I'm sorry if I missed something. Could you repeat your question, and I'll make sure to address it clearly?
Okay, I just ask you what kind of questionnaire will be helpful for making effective the class, because there are more students that are be below average.
Got it. You can ask open ended questions like, what challenges are you facing? Or can you explain that in your own words? This encourages deeper thinking and personalized support.
Have any other
I'm glad.
questionnaire that are be reformed by with the norms?
Absolutely. You can align activities with clear learning objectives, use step by step questions, and provide regular feedback to help students improve gradually. That way, it becomes easier for them to follow along and succeed.
Uh, is it statistics are be different for every environment?
Yes, statistics can vary depending on the environment, like age groups, subjects, and student backgrounds. Tailoring your approach to your specific classroom is important.
And they are be different for every educational atmosphere.
Exactly. Different educational atmospheres, like traditional versus modern settings, can influence how students learn and how you measure success. Tailoring your strategies accordingly makes a big difference.
We lived in Pakistan, and the scene is totally different.
That's understandable. Different regions have unique challenges and strengths, so it's important to adapt your strategies to fit the local context and students' needs.
How it will be helpful in according to Pakistani atmosphere?
In the Pakistani atmosphere, focusing on interactive learning, relatable examples, and culturally relevant content can help boost engagement and effectiveness for students. It's all about tailoring the approach to their needs.
Uh, in a urban area, how we can make a classroom more effective?
In urban areas, using technology, group discussions, and real world examples can make the classroom more engaging and effective. That helps connect lessons to students' daily lives.
And in rural area?
In rural areas, hands on activities, outdoor learning, and community involvement can be very effective. It's all about using available resources and real life examples.
uh, can you give me more examples for them?
Sure. In rural areas, you could use local storytelling, field trips, community projects, or even farming related activities to bring lessons to life.
And in urban?
In urban areas, examples could include using technology like tablets, virtual field trips, interactive presentations, and group collaborations to keep students engaged.
Can you give me a summarize paragraph for all the discussion that we made today?
Sure. In summary, we talked about strategies to make classrooms effective in both urban and rural areas, like interactive lessons, technology use, community based projects, and tailored examples to help students at different levels engage and grow.
Thank you so much, Perplexity. You are be here and making a discussion with me. It was wonderful for me that you are here, and I enjoyed this discussion.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the discussion. If you ever need more help, feel free to reach out.
I am be with you in the next session. Will be.
That sounds great. I'll be ready to assist you in the next session. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I will another session with you after some time, within some minutes, inshallah. I will be here again with you.
That's wonderful. Take your time, and I'll be here when you're ready. Looking forward to our next session.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. You have a great day too. Talk soon.
Thank you. Goodbye.